Good afternoon, everyone. We'll start in a few minutes, and thank you for joining. Çiğdem Hanım has kindly prepared a very resourceful presentation for you today. So, Çiğdem Hanım, I leave it to you. I say bye to everyone.
Okay. Hello. Thank you all for your attendance today. I think we will be able to start in 2 minutes or 3 minutes.
Yeah, we can give maybe a couple more minutes. We have about 14 participants, right? Okay, with that, we'll start shortly in a couple minutes.
Yeah, okay, I can start in 2 minutes.
Everyone is still joining.
Okay, and I'll stop sharing and start again. Okay, Tuğçe Hanım, it has been 18 already. I think we can start. Okay, hello, thank you all for your attendance. Again, I am the research liaison for the College of Social Sciences and Humanities. You know, the increasing number of journals makes it difficult to decide the right venue of the publication submission nowadays. This becomes more complicated as the selection criteria may vary from one discipline to another. Therefore, in the presentation, first, I'm going to talk about journal selection criteria and factors affecting journal selection among the others. And then I'm going to introduce you to journals metrics tools, journal citation reports, and CiteScore that you may benefit to find some key indicators about scholarly journals in your discipline. In the next step, I'm going to show the ways to get journal acceptance rates, article influence, and Eigenfactor metrics. Can you follow me? Okay. I think there is no problem with my connection, right? And I'm going to final it with how to avoid predatory journals. And then at the end, I will take your questions. Let me start with this figure that shows the average importance given in social sciences authors for 3 major group factors in journal selection. According to this graph in the given source, the reputation of the publication venue is the most important, but performance and production issues and the reliability and demand are also categories that are considered. Publish or perish has been the golden rule of the academic world for a long time. The validity of this slogan is more important today than a decade ago, as the scholar's job tenure depends extremely on this crucial factor. For example, career promotions, salary increments, institutional rewards, and professional reputation, and many more advancements are decided by the scholars' publication list right now. According to a current study from medicine to social sciences, authors consider peer-reviewed status as the most important factor, while showing the least interest to the number of annual subscribers of the journal. After then, peer-reviewed impact factor, the inclusion of the journal in abstracting and indexing services, publishers' prestige, and the online submission with tracking facility are given significantly more consideration. We've got two useful journal metrics tools in the library databases to find key indicators, such as impact factors and Eigenfactors of the journals, but also to identify the top journals in your field. These tools are Journal Citation Reports and CiteScore. They can be accessed through the library's database page. After I finish the slides, we are going to the pages of those tools to see how they work in detail. But Journal Citation Reports is an annual publication by Clarivate Analytics. It has been integrated with the Web of Science and is accessed from the Web of Science core collections. It provides information about academic journals and in the natural sciences and social sciences, including impact and Eigenfactors. CiteScore is another metric tool for measuring journal impact through the Scopus database. The calculation of CiteScore for the current year is based on the number of the citations received by a journal in the latest 4 years, divided by the number of the documents published. Scholarly journals in the CiteScore can be searched by title, subject area, publisher, and or ISSN number. When we do a search according to the subject area, for instance, in applied psychology, CiteScore will give us source titles, the rates of impact factor, and percentile and citation counts of the relevant journals. The results can be filtered using the left side menu in the page to see only titles in top 10%, first quartile, and second quartile under the subject area of applied psychology. By the way, quartile 1 means a journal's impact factor is within the top 25% of the journal impact factor distribution of a certain category. And quartile 4 means it is within the lowest 25% of the journal impact factor distribution. Another metrics, journal accepted rate, which has been an important indicator recently in journal selection criteria, is defined as the number of manuscripts accepted for publication compared to the total number of manuscripts submitted in 1 year. Journals with lower article acceptance rates are regarded as more prestigious. There are several ways of learning the journal's acceptance rates. For example, Cabell's directory that is available in various disciplines is a good resource to find journal acceptance rates. You can also use the journal insights and journal finder platforms by Elsevier. MLA directory of periodicals for humanities can be another helpful resource for you. Of course, beside this, you should check the publisher's website for the journal to see the acceptance rates are listed. And the final option is to send an email to the journal's editor to request the acceptance rates. In the journal insights, authors choose a particular journals to submit to a variety of reasons. One of the most important is the quality or impact of the journal, of course. Journal insights determines impact using several different metrics, all of which are statistically sound and provide authors with valuable information to support their selection. Journal Finder, again, you can use this text-based Journal Finder platform, helping you to find journals that could be best suited publishing your scientific articles. Other journal metrics are that I'd like to mention: article influence score and Eigenfactors. Article influence score is a measure of a journal's prestige based on per article citations and comparable to impact factor. This score for each article is 1.00. A score greater than 1.00 indicates that each article in the journal has above average influence. A score less than 1.0 indicates that each article in the journal has below average influence. On the other hand, Eigenfactor score is a measure of overall value provided by all the articles published in a given journal in a year. The Eigenfactor score and article influence score is calculated based on the citations received over a 5-year period. So you can search these scores if you need them about a journal through this website of the Eigenfactor.org. So meanwhile, these article influence and Eigenfactors of a journal can be found in the journal citation reports as key indicators as well. Our final topic is predatory journals. The consensus definition reached is predatory journals and publishers are entities that prioritize self-interest at the expense of scholarship and are characterized by false and misleading information and deviation from the best editorial and publication practices, and also a lack of transparency or the use of aggressive and indiscriminate solicitation practices in the literature. So what you need to do for avoiding predatory journals? There are 6 titles here, but often a sign of a predatory journals is the mistakes in both spelling and grammar on website. Poor use of language shows a low professional standard. The journal's fees should be clearly stated on the website and should only be requested from the author after the article has been accepted for publication. If a journal requests a submission fee before the article is accepted, this may be a predatory journal. Secondly, if they advertise membership to the Director of Open Access Journals, DOAJ platform, or Committee on Publication Ethics, Open Access Scholarly Publishers Association. Check their membership on the relevant website. These associations are all reputable organizations. So if in doubt, send an email to the organization and they should be able to confirm or deny the membership. It is also important to ensure there is a verifiable contact information that matches the advertised nationality of the journal. Often, predatory journals state their offices are in one country, whereas the contact details will be in another. Check that the time of incoming emails are during working hours of the country of origin. Ensure the phone number has the correct country code, and if they provide an address, search for it. Often, predatory journals will create also fake scholars, or they will list scholars without their permission. One way to know for sure, to check the professional online profiles of named individuals through their listed institution page, such as LinkedIn or ResearchGate. If there is no mention of the journal, then proceed with caution. And then predatory journals tend to miss this peer review process out completely. If the journal advertises exceptionally quick peer review timelines, investigate them further and ensure they state online their peer review policy. Many predatory journals will publish any or all articles that are submitted to them. Read through the past issues of the journal and see whether the articles published are true to the journal's advertised specialty areas. If you find articles with many mistakes, this could show their poor peer review process. Also, if past issues are missing or listed as coming soon, this could be a strong sign that this journal is not legitimate. Valuable resources for authors to publish are the directory of open access journals and Thomson Reuters impact factor lists. And also you can have a look at the emerging sources index and Eaton's resource guide for graduate students. Check to see the publisher is a member or associated with a widely known and established professional organizations which set international publication standards. Each of these standard setting professional organizations has lists of the journals that have committed to adhering to their standards on their websites. As I mentioned its name in the previous slide, if you are looking for highly regarded quality controlled list of reputable open access journals in social sciences, you can take a look at the directory of open access journals platform, DOAJ. Think, Check, Submit is a campaign led by multiple publication organizations to try and raise awareness of predatory journals. Its aim is to force authors to think carefully before submitting their research. Take a look at their printable publication checklist to help guide you through your choice. Actually, we made the translation of these Turkish pages just to support the campaign. There is another campaign about the possible predatory conferences. So think, check, attend. So this is an initiative that guides researchers and scholars when deciding whether to attend a conference or submit an abstract or present your research. The three-step approaches encourages the academics to think about the problem posed by predatory or substandard conferences. Check the conference against a set of criteria designed to highlight attributes of good and bad quality conferences, and attend only if the conference adheres to the criteria consistent with a legitimate conference. So you can use these pages, web pages, to choose your right conferences and journals. Always carefully assess an unfamiliar publisher before submitting your work to them. You can use some of the checklists and resources listed in this LibGuide by the library, by the way, to help and ask colleagues for their opinions. You can always contact me for your questions about journal metrics and predatory publishing. I'm finishing the presentation, the slides here, but I will show you where to find these journal metrics databases in the libraries page. So I'm finishing the slides here, and I'm going to the libraries page. Okay, I hope everyone can see my screen. This is the library's website. So you can find these journal citation reports and CiteScore databases just under the databases search box. There is an A to Z list that you may find all titles of databases of the library, but I'm going with J to find the journal citation reports. Of course, you need to connect with a VPN connection to be able to access all the library's e-resources. I need to remind it to you. Journal citation reports database is here. I'm clicking on it. So this is the enter page of the journal citation reports. You can browse a specific journal names, and you can browse by category as well. Let's search, for example, a scholarly journal in psychology subject area. You can write here, and for example, annual review of psychology. It comes, as default, as you can see here. It directs us to the page of the journal. So at the top side of the page, you will see the detailed bibliographic information belongs to the journal, such as ISSN and titles and some categories and languages. You will be able to find the current year's impact factor as 18.1 in these. Also, it can, it's showed in this graphic. This is the impact factor, of this journal. And this is this has got a printable version, so you can print these graphs. Also, citation distribution of 2019 can be seen in a graph here. When I am a little bit going down, you can see the calculations of the impact factor here. The calculation is made by the citations in 2019 to items published in 2017 and 2018, and is, it is divided, these citations numbers divided the number of the citable items here. And then there is a list of contributing items of this journal impact factor also in the middle of the page. I'm going down again. You will see the source data field in the page, but to be able to find the quartiles information of these journal, so you should check the rank tab. Under this tab, you will see the quartile information of this journal. So this journal is in the first quartile. It means this one is one of the top journals in this psychology area. And psychology, and of course, there can be different categories in the same journal. So it can be seen these total citations of the journals in a graphic. These data can be exported to the Excel, and let's see here. Some of them, of course, okay, printable. You can see. Right, and you can see the key indicators as well, such as journal impact factor, 5-year impact factor, and you can see the Eigenfactor score and article influence score in this page. There are lots of metrics belongs to this journal. Of course, you can export these metrics and over the years using this export option. You can send this info into the Excel and CSV files. At the bottom of the page, you can see the journal profile between 2017 and 2019. It shows the open access rates, published in the journals. You can see the countries that supported these articles in the journal, organizations, and can be seen. As I said, if I go in the top of the page, you can print this version if you like. Also, under the all years tab, there is a table showing the impact factor, metrics over the years. So you can also export this table in an Excel or CSV file. So now let's go to browse the journals by categories, if you like. I'm going back to the main page. Browse by category. We choose this option on the page. Okay. We select the categories on the left side, or you can choose just Social Sciences Citation Index. By the way, the results, of course, comes from Web of Science originally. So there are two indexes, Science and Social Sciences indexes. So I can submit for Social Sciences to see the categories. And for example, it seems there are 150 scholarly journals related to sociology. When I click on these journals, it is listed here, the sociology journals, so you can find their impact factor, and there is a list of sociology journals. And if you want to group these journals according to the journal impact factor quartile. So just you can choose the Q1 here and submit this option to see just Q1 journals, top journals in the sociology area. So of course you can go through to see the details of the journals as well. Again, you can see the same metrics just we made for the annual review of psychology. Okay, now I'm going to pass to CiteScore. I am in the A to Z list of the libraries page again. I hope you can follow me very well. So for CiteScore, I'm choosing the C and to find the CiteScore in the list. And yes, it is here and I'm clicking on it. CiteScore is one of the products of Elsevier again, under the Scopus database. You may know already the Scopus database. So when you enter from the Scopus as well, you can find the CiteScore database under this sources link. So the scholarly publications can be searched by subject area, title, publisher, or ISSN numbers. Let's try the subject area first, if you like. So you can choose one of the subject areas in the list, of course, but I'm going to find the applied psychology journals, and I'm applying this now. So there are 258 scholarly journals in the list, as you can see. Here, you will see the source titles and the impact factor. Actually, it's said CiteScore in the CiteScore database. So this is the impact factor, and this is the percentile, 99. It means this journal is in the Q1 journals. So you can see the citation numbers of these journals and documents as well. You can access all these content of the journals. So, and then you can filter these results using this filtering area on the left side. For example, you just wonder the top 10% journals. So you can choose these options and apply to. Now the results has been 47. Okay. These are the top 10%, top 10 journals in the applied psychology. So if you like, you can filter them according to the first quartile, second quartile. To find the first quartile, I'm choosing again and I'm applying it to the results. Now there has been 97 results in the first quartile. These are the top quality journals in the applied psychology area. So when you click one of them, let's see, for example, Journal Applied Psychology, I'm clicking on it to find the details, source details. Let's see. Sometimes there can be some errors in the pages. Let's try another one. Yes, it came now. You can see the CiteScore journal citation impact as 9.5 here. There are some different metrics, different from the journal citation reports, but they are actually the same things. And you can see the calculations again, you know, according to the citations and document numbers. Actually, and you can see the categories here in medicine and psychology again. So the percentile is important info here, because this journal has been ranked in the first quartile in medicine and but also in psychology as well. So you can see all these detailed metrics about the journal like this. And then there is another tab, CiteScore rank and trend. I'm clicking on it to see the related journal, scholarly journal lists. So you can learn, you know, which journals there are in your field. Actually, it is listed according to the percentile. So when I go a little bit down, you see what I mean. You see the CiteScores and percentiles is reducing. So, okay. We are still on the first quartile. Yes. For example, with the 4.1 CiteScore, and with the 72 percentile, this journal is on the quartile second, two journals, for example. It's going down. Yes, okay. I think this is all I need to talk about. Now, if you have, I can get your questions. You can write your comments or questions in the chat box, please. Of course, anytime you can contact me by email about these topics. Okay, I'm waiting for your questions. I think there is something on the chat box. From Duygu Hanım. Okay, thank you so much for this insightful webinar. I thank you for your attendance and joining for listening to me.
Çiğdem Hanım, thank you so much. And if the students have any further questions, we will share their questions through email with you.
Yes, sure, yes. Of course. Mm-hmm. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for joining, and have a good weekend, good quarantine weekend. Everyone.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye, thanks.
Okay, bye everyone. Okay, thank you very much.